Welcome, everyone. My name is Doug Stampley, and I'm the client care specialist here at Healing Families. And I have a very, very special guest today, Beth Fischer. Good morning, Beth. How are you today?
I'm great, Doug. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited because we have a chance to kind of get some behind the scenes here from you in
Mhm.
terms of regarding your book, On the Other Side of Pain, Healing After Betrayal. And I'm so excited because this is coming very soon, correct?
It is January 14th. We are releasing the Kindle edition of my very, very first book. And I can't even tell you, this has been such a labor of love, and I'm so excited about it. It's a book that is going to change lives for
Yeah.
sure.
It
Hmm.
is, and I know everybody in our community is so excited about it as well.
Hmm.
And so today, I just would like to ask a little bit more about this because we've been talking and we've been having some of these conversations. And so far, we've talked about like part one. So if, in case you're watching this, please look for these other parts and chapters. But we talked about part one and that intense need for understanding what betrayal trauma is. So that
That's
was
right.
part one. Those first six chapters of the book were all about understanding betrayal trauma. And again, if you can just remind everyone, why is that so important?
It's so important because in the betrayal world, people really don't understand that this is a traumatic event. It's one of the top three most traumatic events you can experience as an adult.
Mm,
Betrayal trauma is real, but it's not talked about. It's not, people are not being educated about it. So that's why this book is so unique in the market. Because trust me, if this was out there, I wouldn't have needed to write it.
right.
It's not
Right.
out there. People
Yep.
really think that the old school mindset, which is, you know what, you just sweep it under the rug. The unfaithful
Mm,
partner apologizes, promises never to do anything again, and then you're just supposed to like somehow miraculously move on. That's
right.
not how trauma works. And finding out about a betrayal is traumatic. So
Yeah.
it's really important to lay that foundation. And that's what I did in those first six chapters of the book.
Right, right. So we talked about part one, we broke those chapters down. And
Mm-hmm.
so now part two of your book is put the right processes in place for true healing.
That's
So the
right.
first chapter of this next session is chapter seven, the Betrayal Trauma Healing Method. I
Mm-hmm.
can't wait for you to talk about this because I mean, I've already seen this play out and change lives and change individuals in real time. Like as I'm having conversations and I'm watching them work with,
Yeah,
whether it's you or Camilla or Sarah. I mean, this is just it's so rewarding to watch people take what you've created here and implement it and know
that's
that they
right.
have a plan. And so, what can you tell us, and what's the most important thing to know about your betrayal trauma healing method?
Well, first of all, the betrayal trauma healing method is made up of five parts. And again, these are not talked about. When you go to marriage counseling, couples therapy, they're not addressing these. So
Mhm.
let me just talk about what the five parts are. And again,
Great.
much deeper into the book in this chapter. So the betrayal trauma healing method, number one, it's based on education first. We have to educate people
Hmm.
about not just betrayal trauma, but we have to educate people about how uh, both the betrayed and the unfaithful partner are processing what has happened.
Mm.
So we
Yeah.
have to lay the ground floor with education first, and it's why I have online courses for people because that's the educational piece. So that's number one. Number
Hmm.
two, it's individual healing. Individual healing. This is not a marriage issue. I've talked about that in the other chapters.
Yep.
This is not about the marriage. Did the marriage have symptoms? Yes, of course, every marriage does. But the decision to cheat, there's a lot of mental gymnastics that happens inside of the unfaithful partner's brain
Hmm.
that makes cheating or keeping an addiction secret, whatever the betrayal is, there's some mental gymnastics that their brains do to make that an option. And that's only going to get uncovered through individual therapy. That's not going to
Yep.
get uncovered in marriage counseling. So that's
Right.
the second component of our betrayal trauma healing method, individual healing first. The third part of the betrayal trauma healing method is it has to be trauma informed. We
Mm.
are all trauma informed here at
Hmm.
Healing Families. Most marriage counselors are not trauma informed. Now, and I'm not saying that to put them down. We need
Right.
marriage counselors out there. Okay. There's a lot of marriages that are in trouble. But when we're talking about betrayal, you need to have specialized support. So we believe in only having trauma informed therapists on staff
Hmm.
so that
Right.
we can really help people get to the other side. So that's the third component of our method, it trauma informed. Now,
Hmm.
the fourth component of our method is that we require actions. Nothing changes if we do not take actions. So that's the fourth component of the betrayal trauma healing method. Now, some counselors out there, again, let's just talk about marriage counselors, right?
Hmm.
They'll give some homework. They'll say, okay, try not to interrupt when somebody's talking, hold a pillow when it's your turn to talk. They might say, oh, pay attention to the love language of your partners, right?
Right.
They do give some actions. Those are not actions that are going to help a couple heal after betrayal. They're
Hmm.
the wrong actions. They might help, but they're not going to help a couple heal. So the betrayal trauma healing method is all about taking the right actions.
Mm.
And then the last piece of the betrayal trauma healing method is accountability. We demand accountability. And it's not just for one partner, it's for both. There
Mm.
are very specific actions that the betrayed partners have to take. There's very specific actions that the unfaithful partner has to take, especially if we're trying to have a reconciliation on the other side. And
Yep.
we hold people accountable for whichever track they're on, we hold them accountable. So that is the betrayal trauma healing method. And to me, that was a very important chapter of the book so that people can understand why our method actually works and
Yeah.
why marriage counseling and these couples programs that people go to, they don't work for betrayal. So this method does.
Yeah. The other thing I want to add, Beth, because this is something that I didn't understand when we started working together, is a lot of
Mhm.
people just think of betrayal as like, a sexual affair or
Mm,
infidelity. But the other thing I just want to shine a light on and let you speak to is that betrayal is a bigger umbrella than that. So some
yes.
people get hung up on, well, it was only an emotional affair, or it was only texting, or it was only this. And I'd love for you to speak like how what you've created not only addresses like sexual infidelity, but it covers anything involving betrayal or secrets.
That's right. And thank you, because that's such a great topic for us to chat about for a minute. When I first started, when I first started my healing journey, everything out there was affair related.
Hmm.
And there was a piece that within me that just knew that that wasn't all of it. This was betrayal. This was somebody who kept secrets from me. This was somebody who manipulated the truth in order to hide things.
Yeah.
That's betrayal. So you're right. A lot of people get hung up on a sexual affair. Okay, an emotional affair is betrayal if it's kept secret. Anything that's kept secret, and addiction, we are the pornography addiction rate is skyrocketing, and there are so many spouses that are clueless. They do not know that their spouses are addicted to pornography.
Yep.
Once it comes to light, that's betrayal because it was kept secret. So the spouse of somebody in that position is going to go through betrayal trauma. And that's why for us here at Healing Families, betrayal is the word. An
Hmm.
affair, a sexual affair, is one type of betrayal. but we focus on helping people heal from betrayal, no matter what the betrayal is.
Yeah. Yeah. I know just in the conversations that I have with people who are interested in learning more, oftentimes when I am able to meet with an unfaithful partner, it's uncanny how it's just that they don't understand. They
Right.
oftentimes want, most of the time, they want to do the right thing. They just don't know what it is because of all of these things that you're teaching people. They don't understand that, no, it's not a moral judgment that we're coming from. We're coming from a place of neuroscience. And a lot of
Mhm.
times, just explaining how the process work. What is betrayal trauma? How does the healing process work? How does the process work for healing for the betrayed partner? And how does it work for the unfaithful partner? And how do those both of those paths contribute and facilitate that reconciliation process? All of a sudden, it's like, oh, so you're not judging me, and there's a neuroscience reason why this is the way it is and why I have
Mhm.
this addiction or why I kept this secret or why this shame cycle has been perpetuated. And all of a sudden, it's just like they can start to let go a little bit of all
Yeah.
of those limiting beliefs that have been holding them down for so long and preventing them from becoming independently healthy.
That's exactly right, Doug. I could not have said it any better. We work with a lot of unfaithful partners, and most of them, especially if they're initiating it, right? They want to get to the other side,
Yeah.
and part of this book helps unfaithful partners as well. A lot of people think the book is just for betrayed partners, but there's a whole section devoted to the unfaithful partners as well, not only for them to read and learn from, but so that the betrayed partners know what to expect. But
Hmm.
I have a lot of, we all do, right? A lot of
Yeah.
compassion for the unfaithful partners who really want to work through this, but there's no information out there to tell them how to do it. So
Yeah.
that's why I knew this book needed to get out there.
Yeah, no, I love that. And what's even better is okay, so I want to give you a chance to shine a light on this too, because even though the Kindle version is going to be released on January 14th, there is a special opportunity, and I can't
Mm.
believe this is all included for 9.99. But why would someone want to pre-order the Kindle version of the book now? What's the benefit to doing it now? And I love this. I'm going to let you take it away.
Yes, well, so having the pre-order sale was crucial for me. I really wanted to give people something that they could use today to start healing. So the Kindle version of the book will be ready January 14th, but for anybody that pre-orders it now for $9.99, they're going to get a bonus video that I created just for betrayed partners to help them get through difficult days. Right now we're in the holiday season. Very, very stressful time. For
Yes.
betrayed partners, the stress is, I lived through it. So when I say this, I know what I'm talking about. It's so beyond describably painful because you have to pretend normal. You have to put on
Mm.
that phony smile, even though inside you're dying. So I created a video specifically to help betrayed partners get through difficult days. I want them to know that they're not crazy, that all that confusion that they're feeling, I want to validate that for them. I want to give them tools and techniques to help them get through difficult days. And I want to give them hope. Like you don't need to stay in pain anymore. So as a bonus, so people that don't want to wait to start their healing journey, they
Mhm.
can buy the Kindle version of the book for $9.99. Get that on January 14th. But today they'll get the bonus video. It's an hour video that in and of itself is
Right.
going to change how they manage and get through really difficult days, not just the holidays, but birthdays, anniversaries,
Right.
parties, graduations, all of those days that are very triggering for betrayed partners. So $9.99 bonus video plus the Kindle version of the book on January 14th. That's a good deal.
And that is an amazing deal because it is right there for you right now. So look at for the link down below to pre-order that and get instant access to that bonus video.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're also interested in learning more about Beth, her method, how to heal after betrayal, I would encourage anyone listening to go to healingwithbeth.com. You can learn more. There's lots of complimentary resources there. You can learn more about our team and our approach. And there's also a link on there where you can book a complimentary call with me. And that's designed for people who are ready to take that next step, but they just may not know what that next step looks like. And so we offer that complimentary support call. And I assure you, there's no pressure or obligation that comes with that. So, with that said, Beth, thank you so much for your time and for giving us a little behind the scenes look on the book. I'm just so excited.
I am too, Doug. Thank you so much. And again, for anybody that's ready to start healing today, click the link on this page and let's get going.
Awesome. Thank you for listening, and we hope to connect with you soon. Take care.
Take care.